It probably won't come as any surprise to anyone that I've always marched to the beat of my own drummer, especially when it comes to cars. As a kid, while all the other boys had pictures of the Countach and the Diablo, I postered my wall with pictures of this car, Lamborghini's LM002. Yes, that's a Lamborghini. Originally concocted as a military vehicle, believe it or not, Lamborghini actually built a rear-engined Cheetah SUV. The Rambo Lambo, as this was affectionately called, was the biggest, baddest SUV of the time. Remember, this was 1986. Ford's Bronco had what, like 12 horsepower? Not the LM002. Lamborghini had this bright idea. They would take the V12 5.2 liters out of their Countach supercar and shoehorn it into the engine bay of this SUV. With 450 horsepower, the Rambo Lambo would accelerate to 100 kilometers an hour in about 7 seconds and top out somewhere around 200 kilometers an hour. Yes, I know that doesn't hold a candle to a Jeep Trailhawk nowadays. But compared to the SUV of the day, remember SUVs in 1986 were for oddball fishermen and the occasional English shepherd, and performance SUVs weren't even a twinkle in Jeep's eye yet. The LM002 had, of course, four-wheel drive. In fact, it had two levers to engage four-wheel drive and then four-wheel drive low. It also had 3 locking differentials, lots of ground clearance, and huge 345/60 VR17 Pirelli Scorpions. In fact, those big Pirellis are so rare that they were the hardest parts to come by for those trying to do complete restorations of this big Lamborghini. So what's it like to drive a 30-year-old Lamborghini Super SUV? Well, the first thing is the air conditioning ain't working, and it's about 35 degrees here in Italy, so I'm sweating. But I don't care. I also don't care the steering's a little heavy, or that sometimes it's easy to mistake the gas for the brake. The pedals are so close. The LM002 actually handles a lot better than I thought it would. It rolls almost not at all. And the suspension is actually more compliant and more comfortable than most, if not all, modern SUVs. But I got one more thing about the LM002 that's really going to freak your beagle. The gas tank in this Lamborghini holds 270 liters. You heard that right, 270 liters. 77 US gallons. Here in Italy, gas, benzina, is about 2 euros a liter. That means it takes 550 euros to fill up this gas tank. That's 800 and some bucks. This thing easily sucks back 50, 55, even 60 liters per 100 kilometers. We're talking 5 miles per gallon here, folks. But it's the engine that's the masterpiece. One would think that a motor liberated from the Countach would be a temperamental thing. But this 5.2 liter V12 is an absolute pussycat. I'm lugging it right now down to about 1500 RPM in 4th gear. And watch, it just pulls. It's absolutely one of the most tractable motors I've ever driven. I'm not talking about old motors. I'm talking about motors of any vintage. In fact, the whole LM002 reminds me of a tank combined with a Bentley. On one hand, it's brutal, big, and really imposing. On the other hand, the engine and parts of the gearbox and chassis are absolutely sophisticated. It's an incredible car. I love Lamborghini. I love this LM002, and I love Italians for being crazy enough to build something this monstrous. It truly is the highlight of my auto journalism career. For Driving.ca, I'm David Booth.